Hello everybody and welcome back to another sketchbook tour. You guys really like the 2023 one, and I have one from 2021 and one from 2022, and depending on how long it gets, I will either go through both in this video or I will make two parts. Okay, to set the scene, 2022, I had put art a little bit on the shelf and I was very much busy with my full-time job at the grocery store, and also very busy and very in love with Andy, who I started dating, and we later moved in together this year. And I was also very into Korean movies, so I think we'll be seeing a lot of fan art in these. I don't think I've looked through these since I finished them, so I am very excited. So let's switch the angle. This is my usual brand of Talents art creation sketchbook. I think you can find it pretty much anywhere. Starting off strong, we have my phone number, which you're not allowed to see. First, we have the little girl that I used to paint all the time. At the time, we always had her on the table, so like whenever I sat there, I didn't know what to do, I would always draw her. So you'll probably see more of her. Then we have my... How do I say this knowing Andy will watch this? I don't know how to explain my relationship with Taishan Schoenberg without offending Andy, who I know is watching, but before there was Andy, there was Taishan. And here we have a drawing of Soko. Here is a really bad painting of my friend Jenny. And then here, I think during this area, I was really into like cartoony stylized art. I was quite into like the Instagram fan art community, and everybody had their own unique style, and I was so stressed out that I didn't have my own like style of stylization. So I tried, here I think I tried to stylize the guy from Squid Game. And then here is some studies of Korean actor Song Kang-ho. I remember in this era I was really obsessed with like drawing middle-aged Asian men. I think it was because I was really into Korean thrillers in this time. And then here is Old Boy, obviously. Here I think I tried to do some stylized thing. And here is Train to Busan, and then here we have Taishan Schoenberg again. I think in all of these I was comparing my like line work with like my more 3D traditional styles. At this stage of my art journey, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go the fine art route or if I wanted to go like the more illustrative route. Here is like In the Mood for Love and Happy Together by... I think it's so interesting because depending on your circle, you learn to appreciate different things about different types of art. Like when I was in the more cartoon animation circle, people really paid attention to line work and stylization and like three-dimensionality and stuff like that. But when I was in art school, people were much more interested in the conceptual aspect of art, and I think my preference falls somewhere in between. I also practiced drawing dragons so much in this era because my goal was that dragons would come as easily to me as doing these, so that I could doodle like really amazing dragons everywhere. I don't even know what this is. One more dragon. And here is kind of when I determined what my logo would look like. Here's just some diary things. Tim Curry. The clay woman. And here are some details from Andy's kitchen. And then here is a very quick illustration of my best friends from high school. And here are some very quick paintings / drawings of Hadestown, Korea. And here is the ashtray on my mother's balcony. And a very quick sketch of Andy. I think this is a photo of Faye Wong originally, but it doesn't look like her at all. My friend Wilma, Pikachu, more Hadestown actors. My friend Wilma again. This one was made with water mixable oils. Self-portraits. I actually miss doing illustrative things. Now I always go for like my usual realism painting style, but this is so much fun and it's so much quicker. Yeah, and here's another drawing of Andy. Before I moved in with him, I used to do these sketches of him whenever he had like work to do and I was staying with him and stuff. So this is just a quick sketch made from boredom. Here is a little clown self-portrait. I was in a very like emotionally turbulent era here. Here is a sketch for a painting that I don't think I ended up finishing, but that was basically me in a fishbowl. Very quick study of a woman who was so cool that walked down the street. Here is a self-portrait through my father's eye, because we noticed that his eye was very reflective. Self-portrait, as you can see, I was very into like brush pens and stuff, which I never use nowadays. Here is I think a picture from a magazine I did with colored pencil. And this is Amelie. Here's a quick illustration of me and my friends hanging out. And this is based on a photo from Pinterest. Here is another one of those really quick sketches of me just trying to like capture the energy in the room. I don't remember where it's from, but I think this kind of looks like my dad based on the shirt, so I'm guessing it's my dad drinking wine or something. And then here is private information and a painting of my friends hugging. And then here are some dumplings that me and Andy made. And then here is a bunch of random stuff. Freddie Mercury randomly. Rina Sawayama made with mixed media. More brush pen stuff. Another study of the clay lady. Here's Under the Shields from Hadestown. Afro Samurai. And here I guess I just got a hold of a calligraphy pen and I was just like writing stuff and practicing handwriting. Here is a screenshot from Squid Game. Here I think is my dad driving a car. Here I was supposed to do like a bit more, a very cartoonish version of Andy. And then here is some photos from magazines when me and Andy were just drawing together. In the Mood for Love sketches. Right now I am happy. Aw, good for her. Before I moved in here and before I worked with art, when me and Andy were like dating or hanging out, we would usually like grab a bunch of magazine and we would draw like the photos from the magazine. So here is a drawing I did for fun when we were having a little drawing session. Here is a sushi logo apparently. This is some movie that Andy was watching, and here is a sketch of me and Jenny, my friend. These two I think are made with markers, which are pretty out of my comfort zone. I think this is from Sense8 and this is from Parasite. Here is a more detailed mixed media piece with water mixable oils and colored pencil of Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. And I think here is one for the Handmaiden as well. I really like this painting texture. I think it kind of looks like gouache, but it's just me like painting really thinly. But I like the look of it. And I really like the palette. And then here is again the clay lady, because she was always standing on the table where I was drawing. Like line drawings of Andy or something stupid. Here's a self-portrait that I still really like. I think this has something interesting going on. And here is actually Andy's coffee machine, because me and Andy were trying to learn animation in Procreate. So I will post what this turned into here. Here are some Uncanny Valley sketches of Andy, where he looks kind of slightly off, but it's still like high quality drawing. Here I had this idea to save money, that if I would force myself to paint every single thing that I like bought, then I would be like less inclined to impulse buy stuff. But I didn't keep it up, so I still think it looks very cute. I really enjoy doing these types of like Wes Anderson gridded stuff with like watercolor. Unfinished drawing of Hades from Hadestown. I think this is supposed to be an atrocious drawing of Jimi Hendrix. Self-portrait. And then I just wrote slot, because that means the end in Swedish. It was really fun to look back on this era. I remember there were so many drastic changes in my life during this year. You know, starting art school, moving in with Andy, my first boyfriend, and quitting my job. Like, there were so many big changes. Even though I didn't have time to properly document everything in the sketchbook, like when I am looking through the pages, I can remember the era from which they were drawn. So it was really excited to relive this very exciting era of my life. My voice gets very tired from talking, so I think I'm gonna save the 2021 one for a later time. But if you want it, please comment down below. It really helps me to like direct where I should put my time into this channel. If you don't want to see it, I'm sorry, I will probably post it anyways. So this is the one I started during COVID, so it's a dark time in my life. 2020 till 2021, so it was during the pandemic when I was on online school, and I remember that life was shit. But as always, if you enjoy the video, please like and comment and all that stuff. It really helps the channel, especially when it's this early in the life of the YouTube thing. Okay, take care, and I will see you some other time.